Ladies and gentlemen, today I have an incredible video to talk to you guys about how I almost became a zombie in Black Ops 3. This was a massive event that was happening back in Black Ops 3, and I saw a video by Frosty giving some explanations, but I'm here to tell you guys exactly how this charity event happened and how I almost became a zombie in Black Ops 3. But regardless, let's get into the video and give you guys the context here because it's really interesting.
You could have featured as a zombie in Call of Duty.
Imagine.
Prior to the release of Black Ops 3,
that would have been sick.
decided to run a charity competition with the Call of Duty Endowment
and Omaze as
veterans.
well.
If you donated, you could get a chance to win smaller prizes such as merchandise, signed copies of the game, and a custom voicemail and phone call
which
from
would have been so cool,
Or the much bigger prize of getting flown out to Treyarch Studios, where you'd get a tour, meet the developers, have your name forever engraved on a sign in one of the DLC zombies maps, and even get yourself a zombie modeled after you in the game.
So you know what's crazy about this is that even though we didn't win, a lot of the people and a lot of zombie YouTubers I know are really trying to get into this. It was a person named Richard R that actually won, and you can find his name in the outside starting room of Garad Crovey, and he is also a zombie, but he's actually not featured in the game. But what's crazy about this whole event that a lot of people don't know is that the original people that actually won the event to get flown out to Treyarch was everybody you see in this photo right here. And I tweeted at John because it's been 7 years since the Rise of Drac release, and I said 7 years ago what was going to be known as the Z House went to play the Rise of Drac for the first time in the world, and it was through this Omaze event. All 6 of us, Chucky, me, Matt, Jack, Pat, and Reed, all paid a lot of money, I feel like, to get going onto this Omaze event. And because they had tiers of prizes, right? And so the 3rd tier was like going to tour and getting to talk with the developers. The 2nd tier was an exclusive merchandise, which I actually won, and I'm going to show you that. And then the top tier, which I was so close to winning, was the zombies official spot. And again, I have to give a big shout out to Richard because seriously, that was so cool. I know a lot of people wanted this at the time, but a lot of people don't actually know that this was the whole reason why Z House even came together, right? Like, this whole Omaze event was how we actually all met up in LA and decided to do the Z House. So this whole event, if it didn't even happen, I don't even know if the Z House would have happened. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean by the top 2 number exclusive things that I got. Obviously, in the background of my videos, you can see a bunch of merchandise and memorabilia. But the coolest things, the 2 things that I've actually received from Treyarch are the Shadows of Evil poster and this helmet that you've seen here all the time. And I paid an egregious amount just to get this helmet. But let me talk to you guys about the poster. The cool thing about this poster is that you can actually see that every single Treyarch's name is written on the poster itself. And actually in the middle, there's Corky Lemcool's signature over top of Jessica Rose's tits, which I think is... Why he would do that, I don't know. But I'm going to show you guys the actual exclusive prize that I won was the 54 Immortals campaign helmet, which is right here. I've had this sitting here for so long, and even this is signed. I have never actually shown this to you guys. This whole helmet came into a case. It's got a reflective case. You can literally put it on as well. It's signed by everybody as well, which is seriously, I mean, this was a cool gift to get from Treyarch, and especially because I love Black Ops 3. Seriously, probably one of my favorite games of all time. And you can legitimately, they have like the instructions to like actually open up the helmet and like put it on. Like, it's a real thing. There's actually real weight into it. Then you can release the visor portions and stuff. And I've tried to keep this in shape as much as I possibly can. There's been a couple broken parts to it right here. Just because I had to fly home with this, and obviously things were not as simple as they once were. But the fact that it even exists is really cool, and I'm curious because I was not actually the only prize winner for an exclusive merchandise. I'm very curious to see, did somebody else get something more zombies related? Because I got something extremely campaign related. It's nothing to do with zombies, but still, this prize and obviously going to play the Rise of Drac first in the world with all the guys was seriously one of the coolest things. And that's why I'm going to leave this at the back for you guys to always know that this was one of the coolest things, at least that I've ever gotten from Treyarch, and obviously from this entire event. But let's watch the rest of the short here just to see
A
what other
Vermont, Connecticut
mission
resident named
I'm
Richard
missing.
Rodriguez
Yes,
ended up
there he
winning
is.
this grand prize.
Yes.
And as a result, his name was placed on a sign in the spawn area of
Yes,
Garage Trophy. And instead of
exactly.
getting turned into a zombie, Richard instead agreed to have his appearance portrayed as this guy.
Which is so funny. He's the dude that's getting laid by Jessica Rose. Maybe it all connects, man. Maybe that's why Corky wrote his name on top of Jessica like that. I don't understand. The devs are always up to no good when these things popped out. So that's why I just think like sharing this with you guys is so funny, because this whole event was extremely impactful. But that is so
You
funny,
get killed
man.
by Jessica Rose at the start of the Shadows of Evil
Yeah.
intro cutscene.
That
You could have
is
featured
so
as a
funny. But listen, there were a bunch of other awards that I know a lot of other people won, such as like different, like I know I think some people actually got like certain gobblegums or liquid divinium, and I know a lot of these people have also shown them off. But please, if you guys know anyone, or if you yourself participated in this event, I would love to make a follow-up video to this talking about every single new thing that's been shown off. And what's the weirdest thing as well is that this was actually heavily marketed on the Omaze website. There's literally a video here that I'm playing right now of Richtofen talking about all the incentives to actually get into this. So I'm going to watch this for the rest of the video and just see like how this was even made, and if it's even outdated, or like what's going on here.
One of the most popular video games ever.
Legitimately, it would be one of the most popular games ever.
Offering you a chance
He
to
didn't
be a
even know.
zombie.
Why is I
Black
just
Ops
Steam
3 DLC.
I really wish, to be honest, though, that I know Richard wanted to get laid, right, in the Shadows of Evil cutscene, but I really wish Treyarch would have allowed somebody else to, like, become a zombie, because I think that was so cool. Maybe they just made it someone in the dev studio. We really don't know, man. But I'm, like, just watching this retroactively is so funny. And you could have called him, too. I know there's been so many Twitter videos with this guy, man.
Number 9.
Your name will also appear somewhere inside the game, which makes you a pretty big deal.
That's so cool they got
Like a
Avengers
real
Sevenfold in
big deal.
here.
Number 8.
Yeah.
You get to bring a friend along. I'm a really good friend, so just saying.
Why would I do this, Justine? Why are you here?
Playing undead.
Like, look at
wins
this.
championships.
They just got all these people.
I hung out with a lot of zombies
Metallica?
when we were writing all nightmare long. They're much friendlier than you think.
Like, why?
Your
Why
friends
is this
will be
here?
jealous of you.
I'm a
Just
man
like
Tank
Tank
Dempsey.
Dempsey's friends are
Exactly.
jealous of him. Except for Richtofen, 'cause he's an
Why did they
4,
make this,
You
dude?
can finally just be yourself on Halloween and.
That's so funny in retrospect now, because the guy who actually won it was just wanting to get laid in-game.
Number 3.
You can pretty much wear whatever you want when you go to Treyarch. I would definitely wear sweatpants.
That's so funny. And yeah, I remember the original trailers advertising that, like, you could literally wear anything. And again, I don't know necessarily if Richard got flown out to the studio. I'd actually love to talk to him and speak to him and see if, like, because they actually brought us all around Treyarch Studios. Usually when we're filming, they only bring us to one room. But dude, when on this Omaze event, we got to see everybody developing stuff. We got to see, like, all the ray guns being made on the bulletin boards and all the ideation processes and all that. It was so cool,
Number
man.
2.
You'll be a zombie who eats brains for breakfast.
I mean, yeah, but it didn't happen,
The
man.
number one reason to enter.
Is that your contribution will help put our
True.
veterans back to
Yeah.
work.
The Call of Duty
And that was the best
an
part about it
incredible
all.
organization that helps
Yeah,
connect our
that's
veterans
so
to the
awesome
careers
that
they
we
deserve.
made a
Go to
difference just through the
omaze.com/Call of Duty
zombies
and enter now.
community.
Do
and
it.
stuff. I
Do
love
it
it.
now.
Really just still sitting there.
I miss this. Like, dude, these type of events truly just don't happen anymore. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the video here. Just a quick, simple video talking to you guys about something I don't think a lot of you guys knew, and really how the Z House started. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see y'all in the next one.